and it's time to have an interesting conversation, one that you should be interested in, because you never know when you're going to need the assistance or the help of, one, the people we're going to speak to, and two, the subjects we're going to be discussing. But let's remind you that we're still in the month of October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's important that you get tested, you get checked. You need to be aware and you need to take action. Look out for lumps, pain in your breast or your breast area. Report to a health facility as soon as possible, because early detection leads to prevention. All right. Let me say good morning and welcome to Judith Emanfo Aka, Philip Ofea Samoa, and Loretta Latili Lati. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So today we've split it, right? We're doing gender balance in the studio, right? Yeah. All right. Now, if you're wondering where they are from the Legal Aid Commission, and they have something amazing for you. So stay with us. But before we get into it, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, have you checked?
In fact.
Oh, you're still checking.
So we'll be checking next week.
Next week?
Yes.
Oh, okay. The commission is doing some...
Yes.
Oh, great. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. All right. We're going to go straight into it. So Judith is a legal officer and planning committee. Okay, for the legal commission, Legal Aid Commission, right? You're a member of the planning committee for the celebration. Okay, great. And then Loretta is the administrative officer and coordinator for the planning committee. And then Philip is a principal officer in charge of Human Resource Division at the Legal Aid Commission. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Now, Legal Aid Commission, what do you do?
Okay, all right. So we act on our mandate from the Legal Aid Commission Act 2018. Which is Act 977. And our mandate purposely is to provide legal services to the poor and the vulnerable. Basically, that is all we do. In the context, we provide representation to people who cannot afford the services of a lawyer. So anyone in this country who cannot afford the service of a lawyer can call on the Legal Aid Commission. Anyone who is under prosecution can come to the Legal Aid Commission for defense. Anyone who seeks legal advice can walk to the Legal Aid Service Commission for that service. Anyone who wants some form of alternative dispute resolution can walk to the Legal Aid Commission for these services. So these are the basic legal services that we provide for especially the indigent, the vulnerable in this country.
Right.
And that is the mandate given to us from Article 294 of the Constitution, which sees to the establishment of the Legal Aid Commission.
Very well. Do you ever prosecute, or your work is just defense?
Yes, so...
Because that's what we almost always hear.
Exactly. So you see that with the power of the Attorney General, they are in charge of prosecution.
Okay.
Of which they have also given such powers to the police. So police does the prosecution on behalf of the Attorney General, then the Attorney General also does the prosecution. So in case we are here, Nana, and there's a soup, and you've been picked up, all your phones have been taken, your iPad, you cannot contact anybody. That is where the Legal Aid will come in.
Okay.
We are to provide defense for you, because you need to share your story with us for us to be there for you, so that you will not be put in jail.
Very well. But take the scenario. What if I'm being cheated out of a family property? I don't have money to go to court.
So we look at both criminal and civil matters. So for criminal, we provide defense. But any issue in relation to civil matters, you work to the Legal Aid. Property, immovable property, you talk of anything about contracts, you talk of marital issues, whatever, that it's civil in nature, you work to the Legal Aid and we provide those services for you. So basically, for us, we dwell on three divisions.
Okay.
One is the Public Defense Division. The second one is the Citizen Advisory Bureau, which looks at civil matters.
Okay.
Then we have the Alternative Dispute Resolution, which also looks at civil cases that are mediatable.
Okay.
We sit to mediate on that.
Wonderful.
So basically, these are services that we provide. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, Judy, let me pick your thoughts on whether you have representation within, say, the police service and all. I'm asking this because, just as you mentioned, if there's a swoop and I'm picked up, I don't have access to my phones, I can't make any contact. How does the legal aid know, the commission know that a person of sort is being held by the police and come to my aid?
Okay. So, like you've rightly said, it comes to a case that you may need the services of a lawyer, whereby at that particular point in time, you may not even have your phone with you. So we are planning. We are training paralegal officers. We've already trained paralegal officers, and we are hoping to get funding so that we station them across all police stations and all other, even the courts, so that in case of such situations, they will readily contact the lawyers for us to also be able to come in to help. So we have plans in place, which hopefully very soon, once we get funding, it will be rolled out.
And let me just add that it is also the responsibility of every police officer to inform you, the suspects, of your right to a legal counsel.
Right.
That is the right. And therefore, anybody who comes in contact with the law who is arrested, the police need to inform you that, look, there's Legal Aid Commission, you can contact them, or your family member can contact. Or they also have that responsibility to place a call or to even inform legal aid officers within that jurisdiction that, yes, this person is in our custody and may need your assistance. So those are the rights that the suspect who has come to contact the law has. Then there's another responsibility on the officer to also inform us as a commission. So we work hand in hand as well. But like Judith is saying, because of our lack of strength, we are trying to also engage other stakeholders so that we'll be able to put paralegals in all these police stations so that in the event that you are not informed, you can quickly get our officer who is already stationed at your place, and we take it up from there.
Very well, very well. So just a quick one on that. When they read out your rights to you, and they go like, if you don't have, you have right to access to a counsel, but if you don't have access to a counsel, one will be provided for you. Is it you they are referring to?
It can be us, it can be any other lawyer who is in private practice.
Very well, very well.
It can be us or any other. But you see, because it's a state institution, and because our services are free, at that time, maybe the person does not have the resources. And that is why the legal aid will come in first. If you have your private lawyer, why not? You Nana, you're a big man.
Am I?
You are. You're a big man. You wouldn't need
now you have me looking at my belly, but it's fine. Very well. So, Loretta, who do you defend? A guilty person or an innocent person?
We defend everyone who has come into contact with the law. So, based on the means test, we know who deserves our services because it's for the poor and vulnerable. But then our mandate, our core mandate is for criminal defense. So for criminal cases, it's automatic. But then if the person doesn't have a lawyer, that's when we will come in to defend the person. But generally, we defend everyone.
So I know in my heart and in my head that I committed this crime, but I don't have access to a lawyer. I don't have money for a lawyer. Do I still come to the Legal Aid Commission?
Yes, you still come.
For the defense, you don't have to be innocent before you get defense. You are entitled to defense regardless. Some of our crimes, even without a lawyer, the case can't go on. So regardless of the fact that you killed the person, you still need a lawyer to defend you. So it is not because you are innocent that you need a lawyer. Regardless of your status, both guilty and innocent, you need a lawyer. The lawyer has several roles to play in the proceedings. Yes, you might be innocent, but the sentence and the lawyer, through the services of the lawyer, you could get a minimum sentence or whatever. So it doesn't matter your status.
And to add that the law says you are innocent until you are proven guilty.
Yeah. But I can imagine the difficulties of defending an indefensible. Right, let's look at the commission itself. Of course, the work you're mandated to do. What are some of the challenges that you face?
From my point of view as a technical person, generally every public sector will tell you it's about funds.
Right.
One. And the second one.
Sorry, your government subvented?
Yes, of course. I mean, it's like I say, it's established by an act of parliament. So funds is a challenge. The other one is personnel. Personnel.
Yeah.
As we speak now, look at the number of police personnel across the country and our ratio of staff strength. We are doing less than about 50 lawyers nationwide.
Less than 50?
Yes. So
to a population of about 33 million.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we are to provide our services to every individual or mark the ratio according to the police number and the prosecutors. You will see that we are nowhere to be found. And that is why it is a major challenge as far as personnel for the commission is concerned. Not only that, you also look at our office space and our visibility, such that you look at the total number of districts in this country, number about over 294 or 296. We are currently in about 52 offices, 46 operational.
46?
Yes, it also shows that there's some variation or some deficiency in our operation. Currently, we are still operating in the 10 traditional regions, as you already know, the old ones, traditional ones. That is where we are operating from. So we look forward that with these challenges, not only that, we also need to talk about logistics. Definitely in our operations, I go to the studio and I see every camera, every logistics. It makes production easier.
True.
And of course, if people within the legal fraternity have the logistics, it will be easier for us to serve our clients as well. So the major ones, the funds, the personnel, logistics, and office space. Basically these are the major ones that is really affecting our work.
Right. Are you under the AG's department?
Generally, that is our sector.
Okay.
That is our sector ministry. That's a sector ministry. So the commission is one of the agencies under the Ministry of Justice.
Right. So, I mean, with your the staff strength you mentioned is quite, if you like, I don't want to say disappointing, but
it is. It
is.
That's the reality. It is what it is. Yes.
I want to practicalize the situation so that people can really understand what it is or how much of a challenge it is for you. So, a day in the life of a legal aid officer, what is it like? What does it look like?
So,
because I'm looking at the entire country, less than 50 officers, and I can imagine the number of cases that pop up every single day. So run us through this, what it looks like to be an officer for the Legal Aid Commission.
So this is the situation where every day you have a case being assigned to a lawyer. And as we speak now, even in some regions, like the Upper West region, we have only one legal aid officer there.
The entire region?
The entire region. So there's someone who is handling both civil and criminal. Cases. So he's handling everything in that region. Sometimes we get the support of volunteers, but that doesn't come in all the time. So in a month, a lawyer can have about 20 cases.
You don't say.
Yes.
20 cases.
Those are the realities.
And then it cuts across all sectors, both criminal and civil. You are called to the police, you have to stop whatever you are doing. The clients are waiting for advice because you need to give legal advice. You also have court proceedings to work on because you have to be cross-examining somebody the next day. So much work to be done.
It's daunting.
Overwhelming
as well.
Yes, so like Loretta did mention, thankfully sometimes we have some people from the law school who will come in the interim and support. Not only that, let's also acknowledge the Ghana Bar Association too as well. They also support the Legal Aid Commission by providing personnel who will also partake in pro bono services.
Okay.
So what normally happens is that in every region, the association is there and they support us. So we assign some of the cases to the private lawyers within the region to also support us. So at least we get a helping hand some way, somehow. But of course, it's woefully still inadequate because if I'm an officer in there, I can take more cases. But on our side, for instance, you also have your job you are doing. I can't give you a lot of cases for you to handle. But if you have permanent staff in there, then you know that they have a responsibility to perform.
And for the private lawyer, I mean, he can only attend to yours as at when they are available.
Exactly.
Wow.
That is the only challenge. But we are all striving. They are doing their work. We can only get personnel when we get what we call financial clearance. Yes, because the Ministry of Finance need to give you that clearance for you to recruit.
So why are you guys still doing this job? Or is it passionate or what? This challenge is too much. About 20 cases a day. I can't even see one to its conclusion. And we know how long cases can drag.
Exactly.
So why are you still doing? You go and find some engineering or something and make money.
If Nana, you walk into our office and I ask you to listen to a client now or an applicant now, your godly thing will come. The compassion will come. You want to help because day in, day out, people are working in seeking for assistance, and you can't leave them. There's no way you can leave a client who has walked to you in desperation. You need to support that person. So first of all, apart from normally what we say for God and country, of course there's a passion and there's some commitment that we also hold to also perform our roles, and that is why all of us are still with the commission.
Do you have any?
Judy wanted.
Oh, yeah, sure.
To add to that, justice is not only for the rich, for the privileged.
True.
So that is how come we also have to be there to be on the side of the poor, to also get justice.
I like that. Do you have any, or have you done any study into your clientele or the kinds of people that apply for your services? And do you have any, if you like, how do I put it? Have you segregated these people to know the demographics in there? Okay, say between 15 and 20 years, we have most of them facing criminal charges. Between 25, 30 years, so and so. Then there's the gender demographics as well. So I just want to have an idea of what it looks like, your clientele, what it looks like.
Great. So for criminal, you have a lot of the male.
Okay.
Come in contact with the, but civil, you have a lot of the female working in every time. You know, most men will not work in, I don't know why, a lot of men will not work in, unless there are issues about their property, they are interested. But most of the civil cases, for instance, a lot of marital issues, a lot of maintenance issues, these are issues that bothers women every time that they will work in. But for a criminal, like you are saying, normally ages between 18 to 35, 40, you have them. We record a lot of them. And for our women, mostly those who are into some form of relationship, who also work in as well. Let's say that in total, we have about 75% of our clients being women. Yes, nationwide, almost 75. And Accra seems to have a lot of the cases.
And most of these cases are civil?
Yes.
With the women?
Most of them are civil. And the women issues are across the country, everywhere. Accra, Kumasi, Takrade, most of the major cities, you have a lot of the women coming in as well. And that is why, as part of this year, our celebration, we are looking at enhancing access to justice for especially women and girls.
Right.
And that is why we chose this theme, so that at least we can create a lot of awareness for them.
We'll come to the theme and the celebration itself. But just a quick one. Just an idea of the cases that you deal with. Some you can dispose of quite easily. Others might take, a longer than expected period.
That's true.
So just give us an idea of what the cases look like, so that those listening and have some cases or even have some matters they want to seek justice in can also come forward and then.
Okay, maybe Judy to look at the legal.
Sure.
So when we talk of the cases, mostly, especially when it has to do with children, that one the state knows that for children is very important. So you go to court and you are supposed to be heard on that day.
These are custody cases? Or?
It's custody, maintenance issues, anything that has to do with children, it shouldn't be prolonged. You go immediately, and it's informal.
Okay.
The lawyers are not supposed to put on their wig and gown. It's supposed to be so that, you want to create an atmosphere where you can easily walk in. So for those cases, mostly goes fast. But where, especially with the criminal cases and with the murder and those type of cases, that one, it's mostly prolongs a little because, of course, we have to do the due diligence well, be able to defend well. The prosecution also has to bring credible evidence to back their case. And then when it comes to other civil property, for instance, you may have to go out to see the property, go and check. So these ones could prolong a little. But especially with children, for cases with children, the one we are sure that it will travel very fast.
In addition to that, for us, we do not determine the finality of cases.
True.
So the law is in the bosom of the judge, as and when. And of course, you are not in the court alone. The other party may also have to respond. So the back and forth sometimes drags it. The other aspect, like I did mention, is that we also look at some mediatable cases. Because you see, it is the little resources we have that we want to channel into your case. So if the issue is between you and your wife, and it's mediatable, we sit to resolve it amicably, and that doesn't drag. So we have professional mediators who are across the country in all our offices. So first of all, when you report a case to our office, we look at it. If it is mediatable, we use that option first. If it is not and needs legal attention, then we refer to the next line. We take the next line of action. So the mediation is normally the fastest way if it is a civil matter to resolve it. If there are cases that are already started in court before you come in, those are not mediatable cases. It means that there are issues for the court. So we may only give you representation, and a lawyer may have to represent you. Or sometimes it's about documentation. We may have to prepare documents for you if you want to do self-representation, or the other party has no lawyer and both of you want to do self-representation. We may assist you with the documentation and prepare the documents for you to represent yourself.
But you're able to apply for an out-of-court settlement?
Of course, if the parties agree, why not? Sometimes the court may even refer you for ADR, of course, so that you can resolve it. So it's done every time.
Very well. Very well. Right, so let's look at the celebration and our theme for this year. Why did we settle on this theme?
So we looked this year, we decided to focus on gender because we realized that for the women and girls out there, they need more of our services. So we chose the theme, which is the role of the Legal Aid Commission in enhancing access to justice for women and girls in Ghana and harnessing the Maputo Protocol so that we can extend our services to the women and girls out there and let others know that this is what we are doing in this country.
Beautiful. What's the Maputo Protocol?
Okay, Judy, talk about it briefly.
So the full name of the Maputo Protocol, let me refer, is the protocol to the African Charter on Human and Purpose Rights on the rights of women in Africa.
Okay.
So this charter was, this agreement was signed between the African nations in Maputo in Mozambique.
Okay.
That's how come the name, they gave it the name Maputo Protocol. So basically it is to give details to women, the rights of women in Africa. They had a charter which did not detail the rights of women. So the women advocates and then the states, African states, decided to have a much more detailed details for women, how to enhance the rights of women, how to eliminate violence and discrimination in women. And so that's how come they had that Maputo Protocol. So Maputo Protocol is basically on women. It gives details of the rights of women, how the member states should enhance the rights of women. So in that Maputo Protocol, it also mentions that women should be guaranteed access to justice and legal aid. Right. So that is how can we focus on it. And this is the 20th year that Maputo Protocol was enforced. It was enforced sometime 2005. So this year makes 20 years. So we want to throw more light on it so that everyone will know that there is a protocol that governs women's rights. And then, thankfully, our country is, through legal aid, is enhancing it in a way.
Very well. So is it that women and girls especially are more vulnerable, have limited access to legal representation, for which reason this year or this legal aid week we're focusing more on women and girls especially? Is that the case?
You answer? Yes, that is the fact. Like I did mention, you look at our client base, and we normally deal with women. Sometimes they do not even know their basic rights, or where to even access justice when they come into contact with the law.
Yeah,
they go through a lot of challenges that they face in the society. You go to our yesterday we had the opportunity to visit our market women, and you realize that for them to even come from their business center to our office is a challenge.
Yeah.
Instead, they rather compound the issue, try to find other alternatives to resolve it. Meanwhile, some issues need legal assistance,
right,
but they wouldn't walk to such an office. They rather consult an elderly person, a friend, a pastor, who has no technical advice about the issue. And that is why we want to advocate, use the opportunity to create the awareness,
right,
for them to know that, look, anytime you face challenges, walk to this office, seek for a legal advice, so that they will continue to trumpet it across wherever women find themselves, in women groups, in women's society, wherever. We also want it to be something that can be passed on to girls, so that as they also grow up, when they come into contact with the law, when they have issues in marriage, issues concerning movable property, issues in torts, where would they seek redress?
Right.
They need to know where to find. That is why we are trumpeting the Maputo Protocol. The onus lie on us as a commission, because the protocol indicates that provide legal aid to girls and women.
Right.
And as a commission who has that mandate, we also need to do that. And that is why this year we chose that.
I also want to add that earlier this year we had a focus group discussion with some of our clients who are women at the World Bank, and from the discussion the room was filled with emotions, because you had these women who were facing a lot, and they were testifying that they haven't legal representation, legal advice. That was how they got saved, because they would have died in the situations that they found themselves in. So this year, that's why the more reason why we focused on the women and girls.
Beautiful. So now we know the theme for the celebration: the role of the Legal Aid Commission in enhancing access to justice for women and girls in Ghana, harnessing the Maputo Protocol. We're going to go into the activities, right? But you keep mentioning that if they have this issue or that issue, they should walk to your office.
Yes.
So I need to know how visible you are.
Oh, very well. Simple. It's interesting. We have positioned ourselves strategically, so that it will be easier for anyone to walk to us. In all regions, when you go to every region, mostly we are in the courts.
Okay.
The commission finds itself in the courts. So that's the first point of location. In the 46 district offices that I spoke about, we are in the assemblies. So in a district assembly, you walk in, you ask for legal aid, you can find us. So that is the easiest way to look for us. If any region you walk in, just walk to any of the courts and ask of legal aid. Our presence is there. We have an office location there. So that is the 10 traditional regions, the 46 district offices. So if we share with you, you will see that in all the assemblies we find ourselves there. In Accra, for instance, where we sit, Shao Sudoku, which is the Dodowa, you find us in the assembly. Wager Bawi, you find us in the Wager assembly. Adan, you find us over there. Amasamai at the assembly.
Right.
So these are the district offices that we have. Then at the regional office, at the court complex, the law house. we are also there.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. I promise we'll go into the activities, and we will.
Sure.
But I mean, what organizations or agencies do you work with? Because it's important that people know of you and know the services that you provide. I'm sure even one of the activities will be awareness creation of the existence of the commission. So what agencies do you work with? NCCE, CSOs? Just tell us about that briefly.
Beautiful. So we work with everyone.
Okay. That's broad.
Yes. We work with everyone. So as far as your vision, you share your vision with us, and it's in conformity with our mandates.
Right.
We work with you. So there are a lot of CSOs that are into justice delivery.
Right.
They work to us. We collaborate with them, and we look at your itinerary. If it conforms with our mandate, why not? We work with you. A lot of the faith-based organization, definitely not all issues are spiritual. You may need our assistance. We may come to you, some form of advocacy, we may speak to it about it. So we work with everyone. We even work with you, the media space, because we cannot do without you. This morning you are giving us opportunity to trumpet our service to the country. And of course, that is why I'm saying that anyone we work with everyone. Not only that, there are also international partners that also align with our mandate. So you look at, for instance, if you look at Sustainable Development Goal 16, we talk about peace, we talk about justice. You see that we fall into SDG 16. And that is where, as we are providing justice to the people, we want to collaborate with the UN agencies so that we provide justice to the people.
Very well.
And basically, they have also been helpful over the years. You kindly permit me to mention the UNDP, the UNICEF look at children, so they look at it. UNDP help us with logistics, capacity building. The American Embassy, for instance, also supports us with capacity building, logistics. And this year, we are glad to have on board GIZ from the Germans, to also support us in our celebration.
Very well. Let's go into the activities real quick, and then tell us the major one, give us the highlights, and then we'll take final words and we'll go.
Very well.
Right, so who's going to take us through the activities?
Loretta. So we begin our activities with the first day, which is Monday, 27th of October, with the official launch of the week celebration. And at the Kempinski Hotel, we have the special guest of honor to be the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. And on the same day, we are going to have a panel discussion on enhancing access to justice for women and girls in Ghana. So we have various stakeholders invited, statesmen, CSOs, and some clients. That will be for our first day. And on the second day, which will be on Wednesday, we have a legal fair at the Law House. At the forecourt of the Law House, we have various exhibitors coming in. We've invited the student body at the various faculties. And then we have law firms. We've invited law firms and CSOs too. So there will be a legal fair. And as part of our legal fair, I earlier mentioned that we are going to have our breast cancer screening next week. So there will be a special booth dedicated for that. And then other health check. And then on the third day, we are going to have our our school outreach. So in all the regions, we have selected senior high schools. In Accra, we are going to the Accra High School for our school outreach. We are going to educate them on their rights and responsibilities. And they have a justice club. So we'll just work with that justice club to see how best they can know their rights and responsibilities. And then on the Friday, we have our legal clinic, our legal street outreach and clinic. So we'll be converging at the Accra Mall through the principal streets of Accra to the Medina markets, where we'll be centered to offer our services. So basically, we are moving what we do in the office to the markets, women, where we have our main focus group. And then on the Saturday, we have our health walk from Ayi Mensa to the Ibri Mountains. And then to finalize everything, we have our Thanksgiving service.
That's on Sunday.
That's on Sunday.
Very well, very well. I'll take final words from you, Judith.
Yes, Nana, before
sure.
that, we, especially those within the Medina municipality, on Friday, today's week, we want to position ourselves very well and listen to the case. So we are moving all our operations to Medina, the Medina market. And that is where all the lawyers will be present, all the legal officers will be present. We are stationing ourselves from 8 to 5. So anyone within that municipality who had issues, legal issues, that need the services of a lawyer, the services are free. So just walk in and patronize our service. Across the country, there are other legal clinics that will be held to as well. So we ask the populace to pay attention to any form of legal clinics that the commission is organizing. Walk in and look, you have the best of services too as well. We are providing a tent for ChannelOne and City FM on Wednesday for the fair.
Okay.
We are providing one canopy, one tent for you to come and position yourself as well and talk to the people about your services.
Very well. We're grateful.
That's one pro bono for
We're grateful. We're grateful. Judith, final words and then we can wrap it up.
So what you would like, you've already come to say, you came to trumpet our legal aid week.
Yeah.
So we prayed, we are asking that everyone should tell a friend that this is happening in Ghana this week.
Yeah.
That they should come and patronize our services. Everywhere they find us this week, they should know that we are just trumpeting the Maputo Protocol. So they should come on board.
Very well. Thank you so much, Judith, Philip, and Loretta from the Legal Aid Commission. Big one is on Monday, Movenpick. You need to be there. The Vice President will be there. Kempinski. Why did I say?
Gold Coast Hotel.
Kempinski Gold Coast Hotel. All right. Be there. All right. And of course, you have access to a lot of legal information. The help you've been looking for is finally here, and it is with the Legal Aid Commission. Look out for the clinics as well. But as well as you're seeking justice, you should be mindful of your health, and so be part of the health walk as well. All right, let's have a great Legal Aid week, and we'll see all of you. This is Breakfast Daily. Stay with us. We'll be right back.